Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2013. We're playing on the Idaho Map. And when we left off, I was selling straw. And I believe I sold it all, but I can't remember. Let's take a look. Okay, well, first of all, let's get these guys going. You know, I was looking at the map and thinking of this old equipment, like that teeny tiny little combine here. And you know, I was joking the other day about a farmer's work is never done. These fields that I'm working right here are small fields compared to some of the other fields on this map. And if you look at this map, we're in field number 8. Look at the size of these maps. Now, we can harvest all of these, even though we only own 7, 8, 10, 13, 1, 24, 35, and 36. We can still harvest all those. But look how long it's been taking for this combine just to do this field here. Imagine how long it's going to take to do these. We have a daunting job ahead of us to get this stuff harvested. And the only way we're going to do it is to get equipment. And I've been harping on this from day one on this farm. We need equipment. So I'm hoping that we can get enough sold to buy a decent combine harvester. And right now, looks like we've got just a little bit of barley and whatever I'm getting with this canola. I did find out something kind of interesting dinking around here. Now remember, when I first started this map, I mentioned that there are 2 farms, and that one of them is an older style farm that does livestock, and then there's this farm that does the majority of, you know, grain farming. And the silos and the 2 farms are separated, so that if you want to play both farms, you can, or if you have a friend, one could play one farm, one could play the other. But as I was messing around with the PDA the other day, I saw that there's the livestock farm, okay, on the PDA. That's separate. This is, if you notice, we have nothing stored at the livestock farm. And if I hit the PDA button again, there's our farm here, which shows our barley and potatoes and such like that. Now it also shows hay and silage and soybeans and oats, which we don't have any of. But it does show our straw. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that only the grains are separated between the 2 farms. Because the other day when I went to the other farm, I saw that there was straw stored there. And I'm wondering if it isn't the same straw that's stored here. So it's going to be interesting to find out. I thought I had sold it all, but evidently I haven't sold it all yet. But anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting that the 2 farms are actually on the PDA separated. Now, since there's just me playing on this map, it's going to make things a ton simpler. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Right now, I'm harvesting all these things right in here, and I'm bringing everything to the farm. Now, when I'm way up here, normally my crops would have to come all the way back to the farm. But since we have this other farm here that's separate from this one, I can actually have the grain trailers, as they harvest, go right straight to that and dump them here, so I don't have to drive all the way down here. And then all I'll have to do when I decide to sell something is to take my huge trucks and trailers and take it, you know, everything from the silos and just sell it wherever. I can set up a course on course play to just go back and forth to the sell points and sell things. So that's going to make it a lot simpler. I won't have to run everything back to the farm. Well, not this farm anyway. But that's a ways away. Okay, looks like I was heading back to the farm here. And that was a Strata horse stable route. Okay. Gosh, I was just so surprised to see that work. Let's see, it's 3:20 in the afternoon already. I'm gonna be forced to do nighttime harvesting on this map until I can get, you know, enough equipment to get everything harvested in one day, which I don't know if that's ever going to happen. That's a goal, though. And see, I think his job was done. Maybe, no. No, I still have things for him to do. Unless I was waiting to collect straw. Now, it's a little hard for me because to remember what I've been doing on this farm, because I play this map. I have 2 or 3 copies of this map, and so I've been playing another version of this map offline, just for fun, because I'll sit and play this game for hours and I don't record all of that, and it gives me the opportunity to learn where things are and how things work, and I still haven't learned all of that yet. There's a lot. This map has a lot to offer. Okay, that's why I haven't done this. We need to collect this hay or straw. So get some money. I gotta buy some animals too. It's gonna be. I've never played a map that had pigs, and I haven't played a map where you can raise cattle for meat sales, beef sales. So that's gonna be interesting. Playing around with that aspect of the farm. Alright. I'm missing equipment here. Let's see. We got... where did I see... There it is. Okay. Hopefully this straw trailer can just keep working till it's sold. I shouldn't have to do anything. That being the case, maybe I can find the windrower and work on that other field of straw. Now, I know some of you are playing this map. I've gotten a couple of comments from people that are also playing this map. I don't think I ever went inside the buildings to show you what they look like. There's quite a few supplies in here. Liquid fertilizer, not fit for drinking. I would hope not. Now, it's kind of funny. You see these warnings on things nowadays, and you have to know that there's a warning on there for a reason. Somebody probably tried to do that. Like, you get a microwave, and there's a warning tag on the microwave that says that you can't give your dog a bath and dry him off in the microwave. Why would they have to put a warning label like that on a microwave if somebody didn't actually try to do that? Yeah, you gotta wonder what goes through people's minds when they try to do something. There was a news article just a couple of years ago. A guy in his 60s was working on an old pickup that he had, and the lug nuts on the pickup were kind of rusted, and he wasn't strong enough to loosen the lug nuts off of this pickup with the wrench. So he went in the house and got a 12-gauge shotgun and shot at the lug nuts on the wheels of the truck to try to loosen them. Well, guess what happened to the BBs when they struck those metal rims? The BBs of the shotgun, of course, bounced back, and he about blew his leg off. My first inclination on that article was, how did this guy live to be 60-some years old and be that stupid? Okay, I haven't set up a course for this yet, so we're going to do a worker course, fieldwork course of field number 119. We're in the southwest corner. We're going to be going north. Activate that. We're going to save that. Straw field 1. Quite the dip in the field here. Look at that. I wonder who got buried there. Previous owner of the field, maybe. It's an old Irish saying. A good friend will help you move. A best friend will help you move the body and not tell. Okay, he's off. Alright, let's go back and see how we're doing here. There's something interesting I found in another game that I'm playing, another map that I'm playing. or I have the John Deere combines that I like to use, and Courseplay. If I just take the combine like this fellow right here and hire a worker and have him start, he's doing, now this is a slower combine, but he's doing about 6 miles an hour. Now the John Deeres that I have were doing about 8 to 9 miles an hour. Now I took Courseplay and I set up a combine course, because the new version of Courseplay, you can set up a combine course. So I set up a combine course to harvest a field, and then I hit drive the course, and this combine took off about 13, 14, 15 miles per hour. I couldn't believe how fast it was moving. At least double speed from what you could do by just hiring a worker. I didn't even think you could harvest something going that fast, but I guess you can. Yeah, we've sold a ton of straw and we still only have $47,000. Oh, we still owe $300,000. Bank's going to be after us. Yeah, you can't squeeze money out of a hay bale. Put enough of them together, you probably could, though. Alright, how come he's not moving? Oh, what's going on? What did I do? Reset course. This is field 8. Did I have one set up for field 8? I did. Oh man, he's going to run back to the farm first. Well, there's nothing like manual labor. If you want something done right, hire a woman to do it. So, how's everybody's summer doing? I live on the coast. We don't have much of a summer. If the weather gets up in the 70s, it's a scorcher where I live. We do get a lot of rain. We've had a couple of sunny days. Most of our days this summer have been overcast. But the humidity rises, and so it's warm. Where are you going? I hope you're gonna turn. Where is he going? That was field 8, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, stop. What is going on? Empty combine and offload. Where's he trying to go with that? That's weird because those are the starting points and they're not lit up. That's kind of weird. Okay, reset course. Field 8. Oh, there's 2 field 8s. Why is there 2 field 8s? Alright, that's odd. You know, I've thought before that there was a correlation between me playing 2 maps and using courseplay. I wonder if some of the courseplay routes that I've set up in one map are carrying over to the other. And I did find that there was an issue in I'll let you guys know what it is in case you're doing the same thing. I had courseplay 3.41 version installed, and I also had auto combine and auto tractor installed. And what was happening was the tractor that and trailer that I was using to offload the combines would drive up next to the combine. They would take the harvest from the combine, and the combine would take off, and then the tractor would do a 180 and stop in an area where the field had not been harvested. So the next pass of the combine would run into the tractor and stop the combine. Now, it's not, that behavior is not supposed to happen. What it's supposed to do is drive up next to the combine, offload the harvest, the grain, and then pull away from the combine into an area that's already been harvested, so that the combine can keep going back and forth the rest on the other side of the field. So I couldn't figure out why it kept doing that. And if you watch a couple of the episodes I've been doing, you may see that I've complained about that and asked, why does this guy keep stopping in front of the combine? As it turns out, it was auto combine that was messing that up. I wasn't using auto combine or auto tractor very much. I'd played with it a couple times, but I wasn't really using it. So I thought, well, you know what? I didn't have this trouble before, and I just took those 2 mods out. The very next time I played the game, I didn't have any trouble at all. So there is an issue, and it may be something that you can, maybe just something that I had set up in either courseplay or auto combine, that they weren't working well together. But since I wasn't using, the auto tractor and auto combine, I just left them off my mod list. All right. No more straw. Not at the farm, anyway. I have to say, I have said this before, I've really been enjoying this particular map. It's really been a lot of fun to play. And I know I've just scratched the surface of it. There's so many things that I don't know how they work on this map. There are a couple of places where you can dump things and collect things that I don't know how they work. I've never done much with the animals before, so I don't know how that works. So I'm going to be kind of learning that kind of thing, and I think it's going to be fun. Uh-oh. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Try that again. What? Stop. Stop it. Oh. I see. See here? I have two combined courses. I didn't reset the course from the last time I used it. So, there again. It's supposed to make it easier, but you got to pay attention to what you're doing. Yes, that's going to be kind of fun learning new things. I play around with the cattle and pigs. That'll be fun. Like, I don't know, how do you get the cattle and the pigs to market? Do you have to get a modified trailer that handles livestock? I know that in one map that I have, it came with a livestock trailer. I didn't get into the map. I just looking for a different map to play, and I've downloaded a half a dozen different maps. I haven't really played many of them. I think it was a map of Canada. It's just called Canada, and it was I had loaded it and played it a little bit about a year ago or so, maybe not that long ago, but you know, it wasn't that big a deal, so I quit playing it. And then I found what I believe to be the final version of it, and it's actually pretty cool. And the only thing is that they took the titanium DLC map of the American, supposedly American map, and they revamped it and threw Canadian flags up where there were American flags. But they've revamped it enough that it's a different, you know, the fields are different. They changed the sizes, moved some fields, added quite a bit of different detail stuff. So it's a completely different map. It's not, you know, it's just based on the titanium DLC map. And the other map that I played quite a bit of was the titanium map that somebody took and made, what they called green. I mentioned before that the fields in the titanium map that were, I mean, all the grass is brown, you know, and I'm sure there's probably some places in America where, you know, it's desert and grass is brown, but gosh, where I live looks like Ireland. You know, we have rainforests around this area, and just you know, it's raining all the time. Everything's green. And somebody took the titanium map and just changed the grass and stuff to green, and they changed a few odds and ends in the map, but not too much. So I played that quite a bit just because I kind of liked the look of green grass. And let's see, what was another map that I played quite a bit of? There was a map called Kansas, I think, or well, it had Kansas in it. I have to look it up. I haven't played it for a while. And then there was another one just called Paradise that I played for a while. It was kind of fun. And this was early on when they didn't have a whole lot of mods going. But obviously I've played a few different maps. I mean, I've got almost 1,600 hours in this game now, and you couldn't do that playing one map. It'd drive you crazy. Of course, it'd be a short drive for me. Oh, can't do these. Don't own them. I guess my work is done. At least till I get those bigger fields. Well, I'm not looking forward to harvesting those huge fields with that little bitty combine. Looks like I got turned around. Yeah, I was mentioning there's things on this map that I have questions about. And one of them is I'll show you when we get up here. Now I know this building to the right over here is your building for beets and sugar beets and potatoes. And I like the fact that they made it so you can drive through to unload, so it makes it easy. And you don't have to do any backing up like some of the maps. You have to back up to unload your beets and your potatoes. But this one you can just drive through that barn and you hit the tip points. That's kind of handy. And so that one's pretty self-explanatory. But there's some things up here that I'm not quite entirely sure of. Now I know that you can put dairy cattle in there and the milk truck probably comes along. But what's this silo here? I wonder. I just don't know. And what's this thing on the side here? What is that? Is that something that you can activate? I don't know. What comes out of that spout? I don't know. Maybe if you get milk for the milk truck out of this thing inside here, maybe that silo's for the chocolate milk. I don't know. I want to find out. And I'm thinking this is just this area right here, this thing right here is probably just for the milk truck. And I don't really think there's anything we can do with it. And I'm guessing on this over here, I'm pretty sure that you feed your silage and stuff to your milk cows in here. Throw some straw out there maybe for bedding. And I'm guessing this is for liquid fertilizer. And this is for your chunky style manure, I'm guessing. Not too... I think that's probably correct on those two things. But that silo over there, I don't know what that's for. And obviously this must be for water, because you're dealing with animals. You gotta water them. I don't know if there's anything in here. Yeah. But anyway, there's things like that that I kind of want to find out about. And there's a couple of things actually on the farm that they look like you can do something with that. Oh, I wasn't sure if I was going to make that. I don't take chances like that in real life. Kind of nice to have a ramp here. That might come in handy for silage. But, like, there's some stuff around here that I'm not too sure about. Let's pop in here. I don't remember if I've been in here before. Yeah, that's this. We did come in here. Okay. And here's your fuel tank right here. And I'm assuming you have fertilizer and seeding here, that kind of stuff. But let's see. This work shed's kind of cool. All right, let me in. All right, come on. You got an auto lift. That's kind of cool. Too bad it doesn't work. I don't think anyway. So you got a pretty nice shop here. That's a big air tank. Of course, tractor tires are pretty good size. Here's a welder. Another air tank over there. That's pretty cool. Little details like this are kind of cool. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, there's some things on the, I'm going to call it a cattle farm here. There's some things here that I wonder about too. There's another one of those silos that I don't know what it holds. And there's some things over here, like what are these things? Over here, what do you do here? This looks like something you can dump grain into, but well, it's got grain in it. Is that for feeding? Because that looks like potatoes. Are we feeding? Do you feed pigs potatoes maybe? And grain? Maybe that's for feeding the animals inside the barn. And then this is for something. I don't know. What is that? Ooh, auto doors. Gotta love it. So this is probably for pigs and feeding pigs and stuff. So, is that blood? Ew. Huh. Yeah, these are all things I want to find out about. These kind of things. Things that make you go, This is for sheep and wool. I got that. So, this is one of those. I have a mod that looks like this. The wool gathers on the pallet, and as that gets full, it moves it, and so you end up with a bunch of pallets of wool. You don't have to keep moving one pallet at a time. That's kind of cool. And I know the difference in this farm is, like, here's your major silo over here for all your grains. And this one, this is your fill point right here inside the barn. And I'm assuming it works the same way as the other one, where you have to punch a button to select which grain you want to load in your trailer and then load it. But here's another one of those silos. I mean, there's a downspout here. There must be something you get out of it. Huh. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. I need a weed eater in here, though. Must be where the chickens go. There's the old farmhouse. Old Glory flying. And now this is what I was telling you before. I know that the grains that go in the main silo over there are separate on this farm than the other farm. But when I was here just in just a previous episode, there was a big pile of straw there, and now it's gone. So I'm assuming that that's the same straw in both farms, and I sold it, and so it's not here anymore. I'm just guessing, but I think that's the case. But anyway, I've dinked around here enough, I guess. Back to work. I guess I got a little carried away looking around the farm. Now, maybe I'll just sell this stuff instead of dumping it. Why not? Okay, we're going to... straw to the horse stable. Go, man, go. And he's off like a shot. I hope you didn't mind that little tour. I just kind of... those kind of things have been in my mind. I've been going to mention them in the last episodes and stuff and just never got around to it. And, you know, dinking around and rambling around like that isn't going to make that harvester go any faster. So he's working as fast as he's going to work. I know another way of making money, but I need to get a couple of mowers, a front end mower and a rear mower for a tractor. And there's a couple of fields of grass around here, and a good way to make money that I've done on previous farms when I needed money fast was I'd take a mower, mow the grass, collect it in a forager wagon like this one, and take it to the biogas place, make silage out of it, and sell it. And so, because the grass usually grows fairly fast, usually overnight, in a in a 24-hour period, grass is usually up again where you can, well, in most cases, where you can recut it. And I've made a ton of money doing that. Matter of fact, there was one map that I was playing that had some really good-sized fields, and the person that made the map put grass, mowable grass, around every field. And so these fields were huge, and you could make about 2 passes around each field. The grass around the fields was that wide. And I just took a mower and set a course play, and I didn't even own these fields. Like, for example, see the grass around these fields right here and to the right? There weren't any trees. It was just grass like that. I didn't even own the fields, and I would do a course play to just cut that grass all the way around that field. And I would do one course play to do like all these fields. They just go from one field to another in a big circle. And then I would come back around with the windrower and windrow it all, so there was one, just one row of grass. And then I would come with the forager wagon and pick it all up and have it automatically taken to the biogas farm, make it into silage, sell it. I was making a ton of money doing that, while I was waiting for my own crops to harvest. I don't think in this map I got a mower. Most maps come with a mower because you're doing those missions, that the vanilla game has. This map doesn't have any missions to do, so you didn't get a mower. And I started out in a hole in the first place, so. Now the thing about this map, and of course this is just my opinion, there are so many there's so many fields to harvest from the get-go. If you look at those fields, I don't have time to sit around messing around with mowing a little bit of grass and making silage. If I can get enough, equipment, I can get the harvest off of those fields and make a ton of money, hopefully. Well, we're into this about 45 minutes. I've spent most of that time just mumbling and rambling along. And I hope I didn't bore you too much. I just had some things on my mind. So I think I'm going to call it an episode. And I'll see you in the next one. And I wish you all a good day.